So I believe this is a massive manipulation. I can't think of anything else. I'll tell you honestly what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, and I'll tell you what I'm doing, and then we'll figure it out. Ultimately, I told you that I am shorting both Bitcoin and the S&P. If you look at Bitcoin is on the lower time frame, so because of this, I explained to you on the show the other day, I said that the reason why I'm actually shorting is because we came back onto the higher time frame. So if you look at the 4-hour chart or daily, we came back into a very, very strong supply zone, and from there we made a 15-minute lower low, and then it is the time to actually short to target at least 72,400. So it's a short time frame trade. But on the S&P 500, I actually shorted based on the weekly chart and completely got hammered. I'm going to talk about both of these, and if you don't know who I am, my name is 𝗕𝗢𝗢. I do these updates usually not from a little closet like this, but when I'm traveling, I just sitting, and then I still am here. And yeah, 22% if you're not subscribed, so just subscribe. I want to hit 40,000 in April. I know it's going to be difficult, but if everybody invites a friend, then we're going to get it. So please do that. Let's go. So a couple of things. Bitcoin short. So actually, before I even go in there, I want to tell you my thoughts here. So the S&P 500 did a recovery that only happened a handful of times since 1950. It's almost an impossible level. Bitcoin is rallying, oil is dropping, all while we see extreme uncertainty. The US is continuously taking troops to the Middle East. There are talks that are continuously failing, and it all seems like an artificially engineered and manufactured pump. That's all I can think of. So that means that at some point there has to be a drop. And the reason why I'm also not buying, I also tweeted and I said that it's a bear market rally, because this can last for a little while. Like, don't get this confused. The reason why I'm not heavy short and whatever very high stop loss is because this can go all the way up to 86,000 and still be extremely bearish. So we can still see the market come all the way up here to like 90,000, which is the daily high, and then this leg down was brutal. So we can still see the market climb all the way up here and then reject and have a massive crash down to sub 60,000. I know people don't believe when I say sub 60,000, but this is not how bottoms are made. I mean, if you look back previously, this is how bottoms are made. Bottoms are made by building up liquidity on top, not by building up liquidity on the bottom. Every single time when liquidity is building up on the bottom, you see a continuation to the downside. It's just so clear. Like this here, liquidity on the top, pump. Liquidity on the yes, here top, there was nothing here, by the way. Liquidity on here, a little bit of a top, but then liquidity on the bottom, liquidity on the bottom, liquidity on the bottom, liquidity on the bottom, liquidity on the bottom. Like, it's always about liquidity that you need to see, and then especially if you look at it on a daily time frame, it's so clear where the market is going. And if you look at this here, you need, once it happens for whatever reason, this is not a liquidity that we see because this is being taken here and here and here, but ultimately if we see something like this, there needs to be a daily close above, and after the daily close above, usually we see a 50% retrace happen right after that. So I'm not worried about missing a pump and all these idiots saying like, oh my god, FFA sideline, I can't believe it. So the reason why I'm not worried, even if let's assume this is the bottom and this starts going like this, at some point it's gonna come back to 50, and then I'm more than enough to start getting in. It happened every single bottom formation, but ultimately, unfortunately, it can any short time frame signal I have to short because we came back to the 50% and rejected from there. That's just what it is. With a built up liquidity, I can't help but think that this is going to go down. Also, I want you to consider the fact that everybody's pricing in a ceasefire. Everything is pricing in a complete ceasefire. If the US was to attack Iran on the ground or whatever in a more serious manner, that would send the markets fucking crumbling. So let's talk about Bitcoin short. Ultimately, this is my main reasoning, my bias and whatever. I am in this short position. Can this be taken? Yes, it can be taken. Please manage stop. I do have a stop loss in, both on 2bit and also on my Bitfunded account, so make sure that you do manage stop loss. But ultimately, I'm still expecting this to come lower here and targeting at least 72,500, 400-ish, and then we'll see how it goes. That's about Bitcoin, and I do believe that we need to see, we can have a little bit of a VIC here maybe because of the double tops and then go lower. We're yet to see. I'm going to update you in Telegram. This is why it's also worth joining the Telegram for one. It's a channel where I post my thoughts, so top of the description, join in. The S&P, I'm actually very sad about this, I'll be honest with you. I mean, on the weekly chart, there is a clear break on the weekly. The S&P did something that it did only a handful of times since 1950. These are one of the things that, you know, no one could see it, but I do believe that this is nothing else but manipulation. I'm still expecting the S&P to go below sub 60, sub 6,000, and maybe it will go a little bit higher because Trump wants to get in early. I don't know exactly, but I do believe that this is going to happen either way. So I did get stopped on my S&P. I didn't get stopped yet, but I will get stopped. It's actually not looking good. I will get stopped very, very soon, probably market open. And yeah, that's basically it. I am still going to short the S&P once I see again a lower time frame indication. Guys, I wanted to tell you that we do have a competition running. If you want to come and watch a Real Madrid La Liga match with me in Madrid, it's going to be absolutely epic. All you need to do is to sign up using the link in the description. For 2-bit non-KYC available worldwide, you get great bonuses as well while you're signing up. And then the top 5 on volume, the top 3 on PNL is going to come and spend a weekend with me. 3-4 days, all expenses covered, pretty cool. And if you want to go for the volume, well, you also get a bonus that is pretty awesome. So check that out as well. And yeah, guys, this is basically it. We'll keep you posted if something happens. Ultimately, I'm sticking with my guns. I am not long in this for now. It might change on a lower time frame. We'll see if we come back. I explained it yesterday on the show. Check it out. It's going to be here. But ultimately, I am short, and I am going to be shorting the S&P as well. I'll wait a little bit out after the stop, so we'll see how and where it goes. But on any lower time frame rejection, I'm not buying this, and I do believe that we're going lower. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm a complete idiot, if you think I'm a G and it's going up and it's going down, what do you think? Let me know. Subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notifications on, watch yesterday's show to see what I explain. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.